you guys are here right now, it is the Dog Symphony Orchestra featuring a Chihuahua and a Rottweiler. Hello and welcome to the KenOhwee Channel. Today I'll be doing things slightly different, so as you can see, different scenery. That's because I'm currently on a holiday back to my hometown, so this is my old room. So unfortunately, I do not have enough lighting equipment in this house, so I'm just using whatever I can. So I really hope you guys can understand that, and I really hope you guys will still enjoy the video. So the next few videos will be a throwback of the figures that I've collected in the past. So I've been a collector for a very long time, and I've collected figures since I was very young, and I'm very excited to share with you guys, and I really hope you guys will enjoy these videos. Start off with today's episode, I'll be talking about movie realization. Batman and Batpod. Look at that. From the Dark Knight movie, of course, by Masakazu Katsura and Takayuki Takeya. I do not know who they are, but I'm sure they're amazing people because look at the Batman. This is an awesome looking drawing, so and the figure looks awesome himself. I can't wait to show you. But looking at the back, you have the Batpod in all this awesome glory. Look at that. And the Batman figure as well, so all the accessories and what it can do. So I'm really excited to open this. So without further ado, let's crack open at the Batman and Batpod. And here is Batman and his trusty Batpod out of the box, and look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? Look at the beauty of this figure. So they kept the essence of the design from the Dark Knight, and they still tweaked it a little bit to just make it more anime-like. Really, really nice. When I first saw this, it was just amazing. So, and the Batpod as well, as you can see the really huge exhaust pipe right there, and the really huge wheels, and look at the cannons. So these cannons are removable. All you gotta do is just peg it back in when it comes to the box. But anyways, so without further ado, let's have a closer look at these figures. So putting the spotlight on Christian Bale, look at his design. That is amazing. I really like all the intricate details that has been sculpted on this. This sculpt is beautiful. I really like how this figure turned out. Look at all the lines. So for the face, they even modeled the eyeballs there, looking really scary. And under the light, you can see really cool looking. Oh, Batman. So even the chest area, like you see, even the back insignia is different from what is shown in the Dark Knight. But it's slightly more obvious than the ones featured in the movie. So the cape features a soft kind of plastic. So the side here, you can pull out the bat fangs, but unfortunately it's made out of soft plastic. The thing that was packed into it was really fragile. It broke off, so sadly it's still in the box, but unfortunately I can't really put it back. So on this side, for example, it features that you can join them together, and it features like what's shown in the Dark Knight. It can be taken off and stuff like that. You got the inside suit all modeled in, all that mesh going on, and then the utility belt all nicely painted with the gold and all modeled in. So you can see all the little grooves that are trying to show, like all the little screws there in it. And then you have the bat crotch, and going down, you have the legs all modeled in as well. So all the gears and all the armors all wonderfully sculpted, wonderfully painted. So you got the bat butt. It's not as solid as the other Batmans, but at the same time it's still really awesome. So overall, a very nicely sculpted Batman, very detailed and really amazing looking. So for the articulation for this figure, it can look up about that far, it can look down slightly, you can make it to look left and right, it can pivot from side to side, so a lot of head movement. Look at me, boy. That crow is annoying. Moving on to the shoulders, this shoulder is like a double kind of design. This can be moved out so that the arm can move out about that far. It has a bicep swivel, it has double jointed elbows, wrist can move 360, and it can go up and down. It's on a ball joint, so it can only move up and down slightly. And the arms can move out about that far because it's hindered by this portion of the armor. And moving on to the waist, upper abdomen, he can twist side to side, and he can pivot left to right as well, and he can twist at the lower abdomen as well, and he can pivot left to right. So if you combine the upper and lower abdomen, he can pivot about that far, and he can pivot about that far. So there's a lot of pivot, and also he has an ab crunch, and he can arch back about that far. So a lot of ab articulation. Even though he has rock solid six packs underneath, he can still move ever so slightly. I shouldn't touch him like that. Anyways, so for his leg is on a ball joint as well, so he can kick about that far. He can kick up that far. He has double jointed knees, and because he's on a ball joint, he has a thigh swivel as well. He can kick back about that far, so you know, even though he doesn't have a solid body, he can kick back just slightly. His leg can move up and down. He has a toe articulation slightly, and he has a slight ankle pivot. And here's having a closer look at the Batpod. Look at the design of that. So some of these parts of the Batpod is made out of die-cast metal. It has some weight to it, and it does come with a stand. So all you gotta do is just plug that in, and it's and it holds the Batpod from this point. So all you do is just place it over there, and it stands really well. So yeah, taking a closer look, there's a lot of dust. So yeah, it's been a while, so it's pretty dusty. So you can maneuver this part from left to right, and then looking at the seats and everything's all sculpted in there, painted really well. You can got some of this metallic purple like silver kind of finish to it, so it really stands out really nice. And for the exhaust, you have that black going into that same finish as it did here, and then going to the goldens, like sort of like a burnt during the exhaust part. So it's funny that Batman doesn't get his butt burned so from this exhaust. Look at the massive size of this exhaust, wow. And then everything else is sculpted really well. Everything's modeled. Even the mesh over here is sculpted. They could have just easily painted this part black, but no, they modeled in the mesh as well in there. So look at the huge tires, and yeah, there's a lot of weight to the tires as well, so it makes this Batpod a little bit more stable. They even sculpted in what the tire really looks like. That's really nice. And look at the rim and everything right there. So all the mechanics of the Batpod is pretty much modeled in there. Look at the engine as well. So I believe that is die cast. That looks really nice. All the little bits and pieces in the engine is modeled in there and painted as well, so a bit of a finish. And then you have the really big cannons right over there, so there's a bit of a painting detail as well. So overall, yeah, very well sculpted, very beautifully painted, and overall just a beautiful Batpod. So for the accessories for this figure, it comes with two different fisted hands. So one with a hole over there to grab the handles of the Batpod, and then you have the closed fist one as well. And it comes with two different sets of open-handed hands. So one hand is slightly open to hold the grappling hook, and the other is to hold the batarang. And as you can see, the grappling hook and the batarang is also modeled in really well. You have that groove in the middle there, but for the batarang at the back is sadly it's just like a flat plastic. So the presentation and the illusion at the front is really nice, at the back not so much sadly. But for the grappling hood, it's modeled in really nice, and I really like how detailed this weapon is. It's really awesome. So in summary, as you guys can probably tell from the way I've been talking about this figure, you guys know that I think that this figure is amazing. Even though this figure was made a long time ago, it has wonderful articulation, it has a wonderful sculpt and a wonderful paint application. And if you guys can still find this figure somewhere and you guys are a Batman fan, I'm sure you guys won't regret having this in your collection. This is one of my prides. Every time I show off my collection, it will be one of those things that I really like to show people as part of my collection. So yeah, so overall as a package, this is an amazing package. So I'm just gonna conclude that. Thank you guys very much for watching. I apologize for the lighting and everything, and I hope you guys could bear with it, and thank you very much for that, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned. Tokyo Drift. Go Power Rangers. Hey look, we're in the same color. Gotta go. Click here to enjoy more videos.